What we recorded was massive vat of whale cum. Massive.
There was a bunch leaving.
Oh my God! One of our producers was like,
Can you say jizz? Yeah, give me a jizz.
"You knew that wasn't gonna make it in."
No,
That was just for him.
just for add it to the library. The other library. So I had, all kinds of,
Whale spunk, whale jizz, whale cum, whale juice, whale milk. We ended up with semen. It's the scientific term.
Yes.
So that's,
Right.
so
I was gonna
that's
say,
canon.
It's always fascinating, like how they even decide in those cases of, oh, this is too much.
I know, I want to sit in on those meetings.
There's certain invented drugs in our universe that are just, the most outlandish thing. They do crazy things, they crush up crystals,
Yeah.
but then, there's certain drugs that we can't say, like real drugs that, the network's like, no, we can't say that. Just say Molly, just call it Molly. It's not even, it's made up. It's a science fiction drug. Yeah, we can't say that. It's too close to like a real thing. Can't say ketamine, so it's, it's kind of fun. It's a little peek behind the curtain there, but
It's like that old saying about I can't define pornography, but I know it when I see it.
right, yeah.
How far is too
I can define pornography.
stuff that I don't
It's the stuff you look at every night on your laptop,
I've
or
never seen it.
you don't think I control this house's firewall?
You can see what I look
I know
at.
exactly what you look at.
God.
You're a sick little
Okay,
piggy
we gotta
person.
talk after this.
No, we never talk about that with you.
Oh, okay. That's fine with me.
It's a luxury to be able to do that, by the way, because we record alone. We don't record together.
Yeah.
So the show, all the actors record on, I know, and the behind the scenes videos are sorely lacking, right? Because that's what we all want to see. But we never actually record together. So this is the only time we get to riff.
Yeah,
So it's a treat.
This is when the second city comes out. too,
Exactly,
like, improv.
exactly. Yes, yeah, never heard of a little improv training.
More hands in the air. I saw many. Let's go all the way back there. Your name and where you're from first.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm from Ohio, actually. But I wanted to ask about the improv that you guys do. If you guys want to share some interesting ones, or if how much even makes it into the final cut. And because I know a lot of the earlier seasons rely heavily on improv in the writing, so I wanted to know how much you guys do and if that actually affects some of the writing.
I can't speak too much to the earlier seasons. My understanding from what we've been told about the process is that the real improv was in the interdimensional cable episodes, but pretty much everything else is. I mean, you've got Dan Harmon at the helm, and he is a writer. So when we get a script, it's locked. It has been gone through so many revisions. The writers' room is a true writers' room, and functions kind of like a classic Hollywood writers' room, where the writers' assistants work their way up to winning Emmys, and that's happened on our show, which is amazing. But there's a pipeline for people doing that. So the writing is revered on our show, and our job is to make it sound as improvisational as possible. And occasionally throw in our own inflections. I think it's more in the choices that we make are where the improv comes in.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll throw an alt at us, and we'll run with it. Sometimes we'll just give a crazy alt, but I don't know if it really adds in. They're pretty set on what they want, and for reasons that I just explained about the whales. There's reasons why we can't go too far off script, because stuff has to be cleared now. I think in the first couple seasons there was a little. I don't know, it wasn't what it is now.
Right.
And Spencer, who's going to join us this weekend, can speak more to those earlier episodes. But she would tell you as well, it was kind of more the Wild West when they were figuring out the pilot and those first couple seasons. There's a lot more eyeballs on the product as it's being made now. But I can burp whenever I want. I let him do that. Yep. Just like that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
It's like when someone yawns and then you yawn.
You don't want to compete with this.
Right here, sir. Your name and where you're from. Also.
Dustin from Dubuque, Iowa. Has there ever been talks of a movie, or is it just strictly going to be series?
I don't know, actually. Yeah, I would love that.
I mean,
as a
that would be
fan,
awesome.
wouldn't we all
Yeah.
love that? I don't know where it would tie in. What we do know for sure is we've got at least 12 seasons and a wonderful fan base. So I
Never
think I'd like to think anything's possible, right? That'd be awesome. Run to social media and demand one.
Yeah. See if that gets traction. That's, yeah.
So what have you heard about the community movie Dan Harmon Associates?
We don't know anything about this.
What's the water cooler talk?
We know it's in the trades. So anything that's been released, anything that you've heard, because I think there's been some buzz around cast, legacy cast being, on board to do it. So I'm excited. I'm as excited to see it as you guys.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I love anything that guy writes. So it's
Thanks.
great.
He's amazing. Yeah.
I've been through, as you can probably tell by the 4 references so far, I've been through Community like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
It's like
same
one of those
here.
comfort shows.
It's so good.
I will say I would love to cameo as like.
Oh my God!
Yes,
Right? As a couple of kids,
yeah,
college kids, yeah.
And those
Play
guys,
college kids?
Oh my God! Could he play college kids?
Still? Okay.
Going back after 25 years of workforce. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I mean, and those guys, that whole crew of people, I mean, people forget the Russo brothers came from.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arrested Development too.
Yeah, all these people that went on.
Yeah.
And they would put, we see like Gary Booty and like a lot of the cast members show up in big Marvel movies and stuff
Right.
from there.
Yeah,
So,
Totally.
you never
A lot
know.
of the writers have moved on to Marvel and things like
Yeah.
that. And it's incredible who in the larger world of entertainment either started with us or at least as a fan. I mean, it's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is.
This part's harder. Let's go all the way over here.
Hi, Leah. My name is Leah. I'm from Detroit, West Side. I wanted to know if you guys feel like you correlate more so with your characters in real life or other characters on the show.
We were just saying the other day how much we are like our characters. Specifically, like the dynamic that Ian and I have with each other is just straight up Rick and Morty. Like he's Rick and I'm Morty, and like I'm kind of afraid of him.
I'm grouchy and I like to be right all the time.
And I just try to keep things moving, keep it light, keep it fun, and
Make sure. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Fine. It's
really like
boarding a plane. Yeah.
So yeah, we're our characters.
Yeah. And I don't know if that was a before and after thing. I think maybe we've become more like our
Is that
characters.
because of the
Yeah.
show, or are we on the show because of that?
Yeah.
And another thing, I do tattoos. I have a tattoo on my ankle and it says C-137 and it's dark gold. I think I'm the only one on this planet with that.
That's awesome.
I love that.
That's so
That is fantastic.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Right here.
Fellow actor here, fellow big steamer as well.
Nice.
Um,
Yes.
What's your name and where you're from?
Oh, Atlas, or Brianna Boho, from Detroit, and my question is, I hope this is understood, but how do you answer Uda Hagen's 10 character questions? I heard you guys went to college for acting, so I hope you know what that is, and I'm not done here. Like, for your characters.
I'm so happy you mentioned Dude Hagen. Do you wanna?
Oh yeah, because I know this. Obviously.
Harry
The theater crowd is here.
So before I was working on the show, one of my jobs in LA was I ran the admin for the Howard Fine Acting Studio, which is one of the bigger acting studios in Los Angeles. Howard taught alongside Uda Hagen, very Uda Hagen derivative. We have a joke. Anyone we've met at any given convention, I say, oh yeah, they used to come into Howard Fine, and now it's just a running joke. It says, oh, did they used to come into Howard Fine all the time? Are you best friends?
Well, I've only heard you say it 100 times.
As I've said it 100 times, so I'm actually just to that studio. But short answer, yes, because that's exactly